Welcome to a new episode how to learn JavaScript from beginner to advanced. Today I would like to learn you how to choose multiple files from your computers using an input element. Here we have this HTML document and we have here an input. This is input and this input have three attributes, have a type that is file, have multiple because accept multiple files. If I didn't put here multiple, I can just one file to take from my computer. For example, if it's this in this way without multiple, just one element I can to select from my computer. But if on this element I put multiple attribute, I can to access and I can to upload more file from my computer, and I have this ID. When I click on this button, in this moment nothing happened, but after this I can to select, and do you see here appear more title. There are the title from my files from my computers. Okay, let's see the JavaScript code for this. I will analyze firstly the code with just one element. If I want to select just one element, firstly I select this file input that make a reference to this input with get element by ID, and on this variable I add an event listener change, and on this change I have a function, this function. When the browser see the change event, will run my function, this anonymous function with a parameter event. Firstly, inside this function I select my files with event target.files. This file is a property of inputs and represent the files that I upload from my computer. In a moment, in that moment when I select files behind, the browser will create an array, and after this I will select from my array with for example, do you see here, but here you see more better. Here I select just one element, I can here just one element, but do you see this line, selected files of zero.name? Selected files is just these event target files, no? That means the files that I selected when I upload, the file that I select with my cursor, with my mouse. And when I click upload, after I select it, behind will be created an array with my files, and I can to access this with this square brackets method. For example, here I selected first element from my array because I want to select the first just one element, the first, and I want to select the name. Okay, here in my case I want to select more element, all elements that I select. I can select to select a lot of elements. Firstly I select files. Here I create a variable, after put here a condition. If my selected files array is greater than 0, that means have at least one element. Now loop through it because I want to show on my desktop. Here I create an empty string, a variable, because I want to display to append it the name of my files. Okay, and I loop through these selected files again. I click. Now nothing happens. The change this event change will be triggered just in moment when I click this button open or upload. I click open, change event, check if something is changed, the stays like before, and something happened because I put 6 pictures, and in this case change will run the code from my function. Now trigger change because I have changes in my code. Change from changes. Okay, click. Event is just when you click. Good, and I display here 6 element. Why I display 6 element? Because I use this for to loop to this 6 element that I selected. E equal 0, I start from 0, E is less than these 6 pictures, and after I increment with 1, and after just I append select file current pictures.name for show my name pictures in this variable, and I add a break line for a new line. Here is the line that display my my names in HTML. Okay, if you want to choose multiple files from your computer, you should in the firstly to select with event target files, to put on file input a change, and after put this condition, create a condition. If selected file is greater than 0, loop through it and show them. That was all for today. I hope you understand. Have a nice day.